Hi, this is Shama. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Mm, my long silence cannot be explained, and I'm not explaining myself anymore because I'll just explain, then I'll just go away for some months or years, then come back. So let's just forget it. If you're still following me, if you're still a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. Thank you for being loyal to me, like you have been loyal to RCB. No offense. Next, you can see I have made some background changes. These are some of the canvases that I have put. These are made by my sister-in-law, my bhabhi, and she is very talented. You can check her Instagram. I'll tag her here or in my next Instagram story. And I, of course, have already mentioned her on my Instagram, so you can check her walks and you can give your orders too. Okay, let's get into the video. Honestly, May has been very productive, and I have been studying. I have been doing a lot of things. I have been reading. Also, a big news, I have quit my job, and after that I kind of falling back in life, but I cannot be unemployed for my whole life, so I'll have to do something, but that's a different thing. It's about my life. We'll talk about that some other time. Today we are going to talk about 5 books I read in May, and the first book we are going to talk about is this pretty book, Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. So some 2 or 3 months ago, I have been to a book cafe called Three Chariot. They of course haven't paid me anything for saying their name. They must, right? So this cover is very pretty. Of course, I love the pretty covers. I judge a book by its cover. So when I got this book, one of my friends also said that it's a nice read, so I went on with it. This book is about a kid whose parents have been killed by a person called Jack, and he has been brought up by all the graveyard ghosts, and that's why the name is called The Graveyard Book. Uh, in During his time in the graveyard, he learned a lot of magic and some things that helped him to find the person who killed his parents and his sister, so that he can get his revenge. And after that, he leaves the graveyard and get into the life. It's a very wholesome and overwhelming read. I loved it. It's very comfortable to read, not just about the language but about the way it was written. I love Nobody Owens, of course, and Silas, his partner. Both of them are really nice. All the people in this book are really good people. There are witches, there are spirits, there are ghosts, there are so many things in this book that you can actually feel that it's a fantasy book. And of course it's a fantasy book. It's a children's book basically, so anyone in any age category can read this book and enjoy it. I'm 24 and I still enjoyed this book, so I hope you'd enjoyed it too. Now I'm going to talk about a book which you can skip, because this is a book which is more like for English literature students. It's called Poetics by Aristotle. Yeah. So it's a book about all the rules and regulations that Aristotle has talked about when you're writing a play, a tragedy, an epic, or any kind of poetry you're writing. So basically it's academics, and the people who are in literature and watching my videos, I would definitely suggest them to start reading this. It's not even very big. It's just about 103 pages, and you can complete it in 1 or 2 days. If you're making notes, you have to make notes from it. I If my students are watching this, I would definitely suggest you kids to read this and know all the things that Aristotle had to talk about and make notes of it, because this is going to help a lot in the future. The next book we are talking about is The Secret Garden. First, let's just appreciate the cover. Of course, I love covers because they make such good Instagram stories and Instagram posts. Next, it's given by one of my colleagues and one of my elder sisters. She's definitely like my elder sister, Arpita ma'am, and she has gifted me this on my birthday. And I didn't know anything about this book until I actually read it. So there is this girl called Mary Lennox, and her parents died, and she is coming to live with her uncle, and she gets to know something about a secret garden which has not been opened for 10 years. And she opens it and she goes inside it and she sees a lot of things, she learns a lot of things, and in a way it developed her mind and her personality and her character. She was not a very good natured person in the beginning, but towards the end of it she is absolutely the sweetheart. But I would like to talk about one character everybody loves. That character is like Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, whom everybody loves, and he is the sweetest person to have existed in this world if he was existing. It's called Deacon. I don't know. I fall in love with certain characters. Those are not real, than falling in love in real life. So Deacon is a person whom everybody knows as the sweetest human being possible on earth, and he helps everybody. He knows everything about animals and plants and birds. He is just the perfect kid you can see in real life. And overall, this is quite a very comfortable read and very wholesome too. The ending was very satisfying. So I don't know, maybe you should give this book to your children because they would love it definitely, and they would get to learn a lot about environment, about their own childhood, their interests. So you can give it a read or give it to your children too. The next book I'm going to talk about is from one of the authors I absolutely love, whose first book blew my mind, and I always wanted to read this book. It's called The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. It's basically a novella, and it talks about a story of a girl who is a palm reader, and in the back she does something very, very controversial. And one of her clients comes and she explains some of the uncanny situations in her house, and she goes there and she investigates, and certain things turn out, and her own mind has been blown away because of whatever she has explored. The ending is very jumpy, very uncomfortable. You wouldn't know what happened. It's more like the way Roland Barthes says, writerly text. You can write your own endings, you can interpret in your own way. Next, I don't have much to talk about this book. I am going to tell you because we all have watched it on our televisions when we were kids. I know today's kids can never enjoy the time we had. So this book is called Panchatantra, and it has 30 something stories in it, and there are very pretty quotes and very good proverbs we have read in our schools or uh, school textbooks. uh, Everything about this book is nice, and of course you would love it. There is nothing more I can talk about Panchatantra. The Who doesn't know Panchatantra? Okay, so that's why I would rather not talk much about it. So these are the 5 books I read in May, and I have some plans for June too. First thing I'm reading in June is Anxious People, finally, by Frederick Backman. The first book I read by Backman was a man called Ove, and I absolutely love it. And Frederick Backman's writing style is very witty, very funny, and he can make jokes about a lot of things, and he wouldn't feel guilty about. Uh, his humor is very dark, and you can't stop laughing when you are reading it. So I'm already in page 110, and I think it's going to be a good read. So that's it. Finally, we are at the end of this video, and hope you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Hello. And hopefully you like my content and whatever I'm posting. If you are still here with me, thank you very very much, and I hope we'll meet soon. Let's see. Bye.